Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 9th, and I just got a new iMovie plugin. Wait, no, that's not me. Phil, how you fill me. Don't feel bad if you don't know what I'm talking about. In fact, feel good if you don't know what I'm talking about. Especially if you're under 18. Moving on! John, yesterday you said that John Edwards was, I think you used the word schmuck. And I'm kind of upset about that. Why? You're in favor of honest discussions about presidential politics, yet when you talk about Barack Obama and John Edwards, you talk about them as if one's gut feeling about a presidential candidate is more important than what the candidate actually plans on doing once he gets elected. As if presidential politics is like a game of poker. I don't know about you, but I don't want the presidential election to be a game of chance. I think that guy's got a good hand, he seems confident, I think that guy's bluffing, he looks like kind of a schmuck. I don't want this. I want this. This is all I care about. They can all sit around and play their games. I don't care. I don't care what they look like when they're holding their cards. I don't care how happy they are when they're dishing them out to me. All I care about is what's on the cards. Oh, well, it's good for dramatic effect. I don't have to clean it up. The problem is there's not enough time to actually talk about what's on the cards. There are a lot of cards in the deck of presidential politics, and apparently many of them are 8s. That's weird. So we obviously can't talk about all the issues here on Brotherhood 2.0. But as I tend to believe that the environmental crisis is the biggest problem that humanity has ever faced, I also tend to go for the candidate who has strong environmental policies, and John Edwards has very strong environmental policies. And I understand that you, the nerd fighters, everyone can and will disagree with me on that, but that's what I believe. And that's why I'm an Edwards man. Unless he loses in the primary, and then I will be for the next person who has the strongest environmental record. And I'll be honest, Barack Obama's up there. He has some good plans, but he just doesn't have nearly as strong of a global warming policy as John Edwards does. Feuding! Ah, I forgot I should be screaming. He doesn't have nearly as good a global warming policy as John Edwards does. Wah! Okay, hold on, let's go back for a second. This is what feuding does to people. It's not healthy. Look at that face. That being said, if I had to be approached by an entity in an enchanted forest, and it could be a unicorn or a zombie, I would probably go with a unicorn. Zombies are dead, but they're animals. They're dead animals, but they're animals. The primary drive of any animal is to procreate. And that's not something that we can blame an animal for. That's what life is about. And it's also, I guess, what undeath is about. So the undead want to make more undead, but there's only one way to make undead, and that's to kill the living. I'm thinking it would be preferable to meet something whose primary mission in life is not to kill me. That is why I went with unicorns. Also, unicorns are a mix between like horses and like narwhals, and I'm a pretty big fan of narwhals. As far as I'm concerned, John, feud settled. Edwards, unicorns. Oh wait. If John Edwards was a zombie unicorn, I would probably still vote for him. John, I'll see you tomorrow.